This call is now being recorded.
Okay, good morning everyone. Now, how many students are there in the meet? 53 are there, 54. Okay, so let us start with the first, actually last practical we have conducted just an go through of AutoCAD software, but today we are going to start with our actual practical session and we are going to learn draw toolbar. So today's aim is to learn the draw toolbar and few commands which are necessary to perform the practical. So whenever you start an AutoCAD drawing, so on desktop you will see an icon, right? On desktop there will be an icon named as AutoCAD. So 2021, I'll share the screen, the desktop screen also. Okay, I hope now you can see my desktop. On desktop there is an icon AutoCAD 2022. Okay, double click on that icon, so you will get this window. In that window there will be a start option. Okay, in this start option, this window you will get. So here in this you have to start with the new drawing or directly click on this icon. AutoCAD icon is there, right? There is a down arrow present here, so click on that down arrow. You will get a window. In that, click on new. Okay, whenever you have to open a new file, click on that new file, then click on ACAD, okay, and then open that file. So when you open that file, you will get this drawing, okay, drawing 1. Now last practical also I have shown you how to save the drawing, because whenever you start the drawing, first aim is to save our drawing. Our drawing should be saved. So file, save as, first time you are going to save as in some particular folder. Create a folder. Okay, so in course data, engineering graphics 2021 practical session. So this is practical number 2. So I will write practical number 2, right? Today's session we are going to save it. So after saving the file, 57 other, okay. After saving the file, you can see at the top AutoCAD, Autodesk AutoCAD 2022 H drive engineering graphics, and the file name is practical 02. Okay, so always you have to keep in mind that the practical session has to be saved. Okay, and then you have to do whatever thing you want, because what happens, suppose if there is some interruption in between and your file may not get saved. So better you first initial step is to save your file to a particular location. So this you have to note it down. Note it down that the file has to be saved in a particular location and then start drawing, because what happens when you click on the save, randomly it will get saved somewhere, and then later on if you want to search that file, that will be difficult for you. So better initially when you do start drawing, better you save it in particular folder, respective folder, and then you can start practical sessions. Okay, so in this we have seen the new drawing, right? And suppose if in the next practical I want to open the same drawing, how you are going to open? Click on the open option, right? And then show the folder, see here, practical sessions. What you have to do? Same, go to our H drive, okay, this PC, then go to H drive, course data, engineering graphics. You have to save it properly, practical sessions, practical session number 2. And when I click open, you will get this file. Okay, so this is regarding opening and saving the files. Next is, after regular interval, you have to keep on saving the file. Control S, right? Control S is the shortcut for continuously keep on updating your file, so that after some command, suppose there is some interruption, your PC gets hang, then what will happen? Whatever last saved data will be kept as it is. So make a habit of using control save, control S, right? After 10 minutes, whenever you are using AutoCAD, make a habit of using control S after regular interval 10 minutes, you set a interval 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you are going to save, or after some critical command which you have done it, completed drawing, then you have to again save your drawing, so to avoid the loss of data. Okay, so then save, and the print plot we'll see later on. Okay, so let us start with the first thing which we are going to set in AutoCAD. First thing which we are going to set is the units. You have to type units on screen. Okay, what you have to do with the help of keyboard, you have to type units. Okay, you will get the units option, press enter. When you press enter, you will get a window, right? Drawing units. Is that visible? No response?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will get a drawing window. In that drawing units window, in that length, keep it by default as a decimal. Okay, the precision you are going to keep it as 0. Precision we are going to keep it as 0. Decimal, angle 0, precision 0. That's okay. And then units, this you have to change to millimeters. So for throughout AutoCAD practicals, we are going to keep it all the scale to millimeter, right? This will be the fix, and this you have to do whenever you are going to open a new CAD file. This you have to do it. So now the file has been saved. Okay, it has been saved in units. The next thing which we are going to do is we are going to draw a rectangle, REC. Okay, the shortcut for rectangle is REC enter. Okay, when you press REC enter, it is a shortcut for rectangle. Whenever we go to draw toolbar, then at that time also we are going to learn this rectangle command, but initially we are going to use this rectangle command to draw some bounding rectangle in there. Okay, so rectangle, specify the first, so note it down. After setting the units, what we are going to do, REC enter. Okay, REC enter, and then first corner point 0, comma 0, or you can press 0 tab 0. Okay, first corner point. Then you have to read the command line. What it says that, see the command line, this white color line. Okay, it says that specify the other corner point. What is the other corner point? Other corner point should be you specify as 297. Okay, horizontal distance, or you can keep it as 200, comma 200, or keep it as 150, 200, comma 150. You will get a rectangle. Okay, a bounding rectangle, we can keep it in that place. Okay, so this was regarding the units, and then you can keep the rectangle. Or what you can do, you can set the size of A4 size paper. So from where you are going to get the A4 size or A3 size paper, if I want to use A3 size paper, okay, the coordinates for A3 size paper, so that coordinates will be, see here, A3 420, 297, ISO A3, or you can consider, yes, you can keep this as a default, so that while taking print out, it will be convenient. So in rectangle, it will be 420, 297 will be the upper unit. I'll again show you how to set A3 size paper. If I want A4 size paper, then in that print option, okay, there are the size of papers given in the millimeters here. If I want A4 size paper, then what is the size? 297, 210. Okay, and if it is A3, then it is 420, 297. If we hold it in landscape mode, then okay. So by default, we are going to take it print out in A3. So we'll set A3 paper. So suppose if I want to delete this, just select it, delete it. Okay, with the help of keyboard, there is a delete option, so you can delete that. So again, REC enter, then first point 0 tab 0 enter. Next corner point will be 420 tab 297, 420 297. REC enter, 0, 0 enter. Other corner point will be 420, 297, 420, 297. Then That rectangle is not visible. Yes, now it is visible. If you want to fit over the screen, okay, note down the command. Suppose if the rectangle is not visible, right, we are lost somewhere in the screen, that rectangle is not visible, so the command is Z enter. Okay, so when we enter Z, so it says zoom enter, so note it down. You have to press Z and then press enter, Z enter, and then A enter. Z enter, A enter, whatever thing which we have drawn on the screen will be visible. Okay, so please note down this command Z enter, A enter, which will help you to come back to the original screen. Okay, so what we have done today, we have set the units in millimeter. Okay, then we have drawn a rectangle. So this is the A3 size paper, 0,0 and 420,297, two corner points we have specified. And then in this, we are going to practice the draw toolbar. Okay, so while practicing the draw toolbar, so let us start with the line command. Okay, so this is the draw toolbar on the screen, you can see. So today we are going to see only this draw toolbar: line, polyline, circle, arc, rectangle, ellipse, right? Only these toolbar we are going to practice, and your task will be to practice and draw some features or figures with the help of this toolbar. Okay, so line, if I want to draw a line on the screen, you can see this line option is there. And if I require any help on the screen, what you have to do, just move your cursor over this line. Okay, when you move your cursor, what you will get, create a straight line segment with the line option. Okay, just create a line option, click on that, right? Then you have to observe this command line. Okay, this command line, what it says, specify the first point. So where is my first point? So you have to give some first point. So on this screen, you can directly click anywhere, so that will be your first point. Then whether you want to draw horizontal line, inclined line, right, whatever the inclination that you can draw. Suppose if I want to draw a line of 100 millimeter and inclination of 10 degree. Okay, so let us see how to draw that. So you can see on the screen there is a directly dimensions are given. You type 100, then press tab. When you press tab, what will happen? Then it will be giving the angle of 12 degrees. Suppose if I want to draw 12 degree inclination. So this is my line. And how to come back from this, come out from the command, you have to press escape. So one hand should be there, one key on escape, so that we are going to come out. And always while using AutoCAD, the mouse is compulsory, because with the help of mouse, it will be helpful for me to scroll in, scroll out, that is zoom in, zoom out, to pan, right? And to select whatever keys we want. So how to do that? So whenever you scroll in, right, scroll, there is a roller on the mouse, so you have to just roll it in forward direction. So when you roll it forward direction, it will zoom. In reverse direction, zoom out. Then if I want to pan, press the roller. If you press the roller, then it will use as a pan option. So these are the three features which are available with the mouse. And if I want to come out from the any of the tasks, then escape button, cancel. Escape means just it is a cancel. And if I'm lost somewhere, then what is the command? Z enter, A enter. So whatever thing is that there on the screen will be visible. Okay, so the shortcut for line, now this line we have drawn with the help of the line option on the screen. But if I want to use directly with the help of keyboard, so shortcut for line is L enter. You have to press L enter. So when you press L enter, it will say that specify the first point. Which is the first point? So now this will be the first point, and I want to draw horizontal line, exactly horizontal line of 100 millimeters. So I'll type 100 millimeter, but I want horizontal line. Then on the key, press F8. If you press F8, then click, see, on when I press F8, the command line ortho on, you can see this ortho is on, and again if I press F8, then the ortho is off. So ortho on, off. So this is the feature, ortho on, off. So you can see that on the bottom side there is an restriction cursor orthogonally on, off, right? So the shortcut for ortho on and ortho off is F8. Please note it down. When you click F8 on the keyboard, it will click start the ortho mode. What is the ortho mode? Suppose if I want to draw exactly horizontal and vertical line, then you keep your ortho mode on. So when my ortho mode is on, I can draw only the horizontal and vertical line. I won't be able to draw inclined line. So this is the benefit of ortho mode, that if I want to draw only the horizontal and vertical line, no need to worry. Just keep your ortho on. And suppose if you want to come back from the, suppose I have, if I want to type here 50, but by mistakenly I have typed 500 and clicked enter. Right now I want to modify this. So there is option Control Z, right? Control Z means undo, right? Undo that, and again you can enter 50, horizontal distance 100, and again with 50 millimeter vertical distance. Okay, so I have created a rectangle using this line option. Okay? So this was about the line option. In that line option, there are again few features available. So shortcut for line is L enter, right? Again, I'll draw exactly horizontal line. Okay, and when you select a line, right? When you select a line, just you have to move. There are 3 points, right? Start point, midpoint, and end point. So when you move your cursor to any of the points, it turns red, and then click there. You can stretch that line at whatever distance you want. So this feature is called as stretching the line at certain length. So if I want to extend it, you can do it. If you want to reduce it, you can do it, right? So this feature is called as stretching the line. Yes, again in the line option, L enter. Okay, specify the first point, right? Then if I want again to draw an inclined line, what will be the features? What is the problem? Why we are not able to draw inclined line? Only horizontal and vertical line. Ortho on is on. So you have to switch it off. How you are going to switch it off? F8. So using the key F8, the ortho, now you can see the command line, right? This command line is important. You have to observe this command line. Whatever activities are going on in the AutoCAD will be reflected in this command line. That you have to keep in mind. Always observe the command line. So it says that specify the next point. What is my next point? So my next point is I want to draw an inclined line, and whose inclined line is 125 millimeter. And if I press enter, what will happen? Right, directly 135 millimeter line has been drawn, because I have not given a angle, right? So if I want to type angle also, then you have to use the tab option. So again, I'll show you. L enter. From this point, I want to draw a line of 125 millimeter, and then press tab using angle of 30. Sorry, there was some interruption in the connection. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So what was the last feature which I was showing? Polyline, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 6, Sanket. Roll number 51, Suyesh. Roll number 62, are they present? Roll number 6. Am I audible there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, roll number 6. Roll number 51. Roll number 62. Okay, these are absentees number as per the record which is available. You can post your attendance in the chat box. Everyone post the attendance in the chat box. Roll number and name. Okay, we'll continue. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there are two rectangles. Again, I'll draw this polyline rectangle. Okay. So the next feature, we have seen the line option. Now let us see the polyline. Using polyline, I will draw the similar rectangle. Okay. In that 100 millimeter, 50 millimeter, again 100 millimeter, and vertical distance of 50 millimeter. So the difference with the polyline and line. So the first rectangle which I have drawn was drawn using the line command, and second one is drawn using the polyline command. So if I select one line of first drawn rectangle, what is happening? Only the vertical line is being selected. But if I select any one line of a rectangle drawn with polyline, what is happening? What will be happening? Complete rectangle is getting selected. So this is the difference. Whenever we draw a line using line option, it is drawn as a small segments. Whereas when we use a polyline option, you will get a continuous line. Okay, it will be a continuous line. So in that polyline, there are few more features which are available. We'll go through those features also. Those features are, suppose if I go with the polyline, okay, you can click on the start option. Then in the command line, you can see that there are options: arc, half width, length, undo, width. Okay, so what is that feature? So let us see. I want to draw a line of 50 millimeter. Okay, then I want to draw an arc. So if I want to use arc option, so in the command line there is A. You can see A color with A is written with the blue color, arc, right? Capital first letter. So if I type A, enter. So what it makes directly, it will draw an arc, right? We can draw a semicircle. So again, when I draw arc, then it says that, see the command line: angle, center, close, direction, half width, radius, second point. Okay, so I want to specify the radius R. What should be the radius? Arc radius of, I want 25. Okay, arc radius of 25. Okay, and it says hold control to switch the direction. If I switch the direction, it will just change the direction of my arc. Okay, whatever arc is drawn, it will be having radius of 25. Okay, so I'll click here. So which will be drawn. Again, if I want to come out from this, I want a straight line. Okay, so you can just click escape. Okay, so you will come out from that. So this is the feature of polyline. Again, same option that we can use. Now let us see. I will draw horizontal line of 100 millimeter, then vertical line of 50 millimeter. Okay, now there is an option, second option. We have seen the arc option. Now let us see the second option, that is close. See, enter. So what happened? Close means at whatever point you are there, it will directly connect with the first point. So you will get a close option, a close polyline. Okay, Roll number 51 is present, I guess. Suyesh Shelar. Am I audible there? Suyesh?
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
He has posted the attendance. Suyesh Shelar, roll number 51. Network issue. Okay. What about roll number
Hello,
6?
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर वो सेमी सर्कल वाला एक बार फिर से बताओ ना.
हाँ बताता हूँ. Roll number 6. 51 is present, right? So what about 62? Okay. So using polyline, we can draw an arc, right? So that we can see again. So polyline, take a start point. Okay. So I'll draw a line of 50 millimeters.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
62 is present. 62 is present.
62.
सर एक्चुअली 62 सर वैष्णवी ने उनका रोल नंबर 60 एंड उन्होंने 62 लिखा है.
ये ऋषभ त्रिपाठी कौन है?
वैष्णवी का पहले रोल नंबर 62 था सेम फर्स्ट में. उन्होंने एक्चुअली चेंज नहीं किया शायद.
ओके. तो मेरे अटेंडेंस में वो रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है शायद से. लेट मी चेक. संकेत बोस्टेकर एब्सेंट. Vaishnavi. Okay, I'll remove her. Kylie. ठीक है, I'll check the attendance. You please modify your roll numbers, okay? If roll numbers are not written there, roll number 60. Vaishnavi. You change the format. See, it is written com 60, Vaishnavi. Okay. So coming back to our arc. So again, if I want to draw arc using polyline, draw a line of 50 millimeter. Okay. Then I want to draw an arc. So A, enter. Then you can draw arc of any radius, right? So that you can modify using radius option, right? You can change the direction. So I will say radius. What should be the radius of my arc? It will be of 10 millimeter. Okay. Then it will say that control and switch the direction. If I press control, it will switch the direction of the arc. Okay, so using arc option, I can draw n number of arc. And again, I want to draw a line, right? So what I'll do, if I want to draw a line, in that case, L, you have to press L, enter, right? So you can draw a line again. And suppose now, if I want to connect it with the origin, so I will press C, enter. So it will connect with the origin. So this is the feature of polyline. You can draw continuous line. So see the feature, you can draw continuous line. Okay. So after seeing the line and polyline option, let us, before going through, yes.
So what was the last step that you explained that joined the entire line?
C. You have to press C, enter. I'll do that again. Okay, once again. Here, using polyline, suppose if I want to connect first and last point, suppose if I have a geometry like this, okay, complicated geometry. Okay, I want to connect now the first and last point. So you just press C, enter. So it will go and connect it with the initial point. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, before going to the circle, I will explain you what are the selection methods. If I want to select any object on the screen, how to delete, how to select, that we are going to see now. So on the screen, there are n number of objects available. There is a line, rectangle, curve, right? A mixture is there. So I want to select only few features. So there are two selection methods. One is the right. You have to click at the top and drag it at the bottom. Means clicking at the left top and dragging it down. Just you have to click and drag your mouse. So it will come under the blue rectangle. Can you see blue color on the screen? Then press again, you have to click. So anything which is lying completely in that blue will get selected. Then there is next is green color. You have to click at the bottom right and drag. So anything which is lying completely or incompletely within that rectangle will get selected. See here, only the features, that is this part we are selecting. So anything which is lying completely or incomplete, half portion also if it is there, it will get selected. But this is not in the case of the blue color selection. See again, I'll show you blue color selection. Just click at the top, drag it. Now the rectangle, the outer rectangle which we have drawn is not getting selected. See, even the line is not getting selected. When the line will get selected? When it is completely, that line segment is completely lying inside the blue region. So the blue color region is anything which is completely lying inside it will get selected. So this is the feature. You can see that. Now only this feature, only the objects which are completely lying in the blue region will get selected. See, whereas in the case of green rectangle, what is happening? See, only the part of that line, only this much portion if I am selecting, still the whole rectangle is getting selected. Okay, so these are the two selection methods. Any difficulty in selection method? Blue rectangle, or if I want to delete a single object, just select it and click delete option on the screen. It will get deleted. Okay, and if I want to bring back again, undo, Control Z. Okay, so this is the selection delete option which is available on the screen. Yes, next is I will show you Control C, Control V. Again, Control C, Control V is also available. That is the copying option. You can copy the object and we can create. So in this rectangle, I'll show you the third option, that is how to draw a circle. Okay, so in that circle, in the line, polyline, there was only one command, but in this circle, you can see that at the bottom there are small arrow is there. So what this arrow specify? This arrow specify that you can, if I click on that arrow, there is center radius, center diameter, 2 point, right, 3 point, tangent, tangent radius, and tangent, tangent, tangent. These are the features which are available. So here itself, I will show you the circle. So if I want to draw a circle, shortcut for circle is C, enter, right? If I click C and then enter, so directly it will say specify the center point of a circle. So you have to specify the center point of a circle. So where is the center of the circle? Click on the screen anywhere. So you will get a circle, and then it will say read the command line. What the command line says? Specify the radius of the circle. So radius of the circle will say 25 millimeter. So you'll get a circle of 25 millimeters. So this was the first option by default option, that is circle and radius. Okay, this is the first option by default. When you press C, enter, you will get that option. Okay, then next option is center diameter. So shortcut, from shortcut, how you will get center diameter? You can click here, you will get this option. Click here, how much is the diameter? So if I say the diameter is 25 millimeter, you will get this. So here the radius is 25 millimeter, this circle diameter is 25 millimeter. And from shortcut, if I want to get that circle, specify the radius. Okay, and then you can see in the bottom command line there is a D. Just you have to press D, enter. So that command will get activated, and 30 millimeter radius, sorry, diameter. So these features we can bring. Is that clear? A diameter and radius. So by default, it will always ask the radius, specify, and radius, we suppose if I enter 50 millimeter, So that will get a radius. So this feature you have to keep in mind, that is radius feature. Then next are the few features, 2 point, right? If I have 2 points with me and then I can draw a circle. So this is the first point and second point. So I'll get a circle here, right? This is the 2-point method. If 2 points are available, point 1 and point 2 are available, I can draw circle in that. Then there is the 3-point method. 3-point method means suppose 3 points are there with me, right? And then if I want to draw a circle with the 3 points, so how you are going to draw that? So if 3 points are there, so let us take some 3-point method. In that 3-point, suppose here, yes, 1, 2, and 3. So these 3 points, I have drawn a circle using these 3 points as a reference, point 1, point 2, and point 3. So this is the 3-point circle. Then next is the tangent radius. So where you can draw tangent radius. So there is vertical line, there is horizontal line. I want to draw a circle which is tangential to vertical line, tangential to horizontal line, and having a radius of 50 millimeter. So how you are going to draw? Select first line, select second line, and then specify the radius of 50 millimeter. So it will draw a circle whose radius is 50 millimeter and tangential to vertical line, tangential to horizontal line. Is that clear? If I want to draw, that is tangential, and radius. Then next is tangent. So if 3 lines are there, suppose this line 1, line 2, and line 3, these 3 lines are there, I can draw circle within those 3 lines. So this is tangent. Is that clear? In this circle there are n number of options: circle radius, circle diameter, 2-point, 3-point, tangent radius, and tangent are available. So this was about the circle option. Then next is the arc. The arc feature we rarely use. Okay, we don't use actually arc features, but still we'll go through this arc feature. And in that there are 3-point arc, start, center, end, start, center, angle, start, center, length, start, end angle, start, end direction, start, end radius, right? Start, center, start, end, center, start, angle, center, start, length, and continuous. So these are few features. So I'll show you 3 points. So if I have on screen 3 points, 1, 2, 3. So with the help of these 3 points, you can draw an arc. So you can randomly click anywhere 3 points, or if you have a specified 3 points, then you can draw 1, 2, 3. So this is called 3-point method. Then start, center, end. So it says click the start point, then it says click the center point, and then you click the end point. So you will get start, center, end arc. Okay. Then start, center, angle, start point, center point, and angle. How much is the angle? So I want angle of 60 degree. Okay. So start, center, and angle of 60 degree has been drawn. Then next, start, center, length, start point, right, center point, and length. Just you specify how much is the length, 30. Okay. So this much is the length of that arc. Whatever the length you want, you can get that. So similarly, you can try those features, start, center, angle, start, center, because we rarely use continuous arc. If you want, you can draw continuous arc. Okay. So again, if I continue, the previous arc will get continue. Okay. So that is the feature of in the arc. Any difficulty till now? Yes. Any difficulty? You can practice, right? You can practice line, polyline, circle. These features are, and arc also you can practice. Now the remaining feature is the rectangle, ellipse, and hatching. Only these 3 features are there. Just we'll go through that: rectangle, ellipse, and hatching. Okay. Now this copy and all are there in the modify toolbar. Okay, so no need to worry about how I am copying this rectangle and pasting it in another location, right? So this also features we are going to study, which is there in the modify toolbar, then annotation toolbar, layer toolbar, which we are going to study. Okay. So in rectangle, suppose now I'll delete this. I want to draw a rectangle. Suppose if I directly click here, rectangle. So it says specify the first point. So I'll say this is my first point. Then what will be the dimension? 420, comma, or enter tab 297. So you will get the rectangle. Is that clear? So if I want to draw a rectangle, you can use this, or the shortcut for rectangle is REC enter, REC enter. Specify the first point, then how much is the second point? If you want, you can type there 200, tab 100, right? So you will get the rectangle. For drawing a rectangle, it is very simple. Just you have to click there, rectangle, and in that, now some features are also available in rectangle. What are those features? Suppose if the rectangle we want to draw, right, and in that there should be a chamfer. So click on the chamfer option. So how much is the chamfer distance? 5, enter, 5, enter. So how we can draw? See now what will happen. First point and second point. So you can see the ends. The end of the rectangle is not having a sharp edge, right? You can see here there was a corner point, but here there is no corner point. So this is called as chamfer. Now again REC enter. Right now, if I try to draw a rectangle, it will have a chamfer there. So that I have to remove, right? REC enter, right? So I'll say chamfer, and distance should be 0, tab 0 enter, 0 enter. Then only again I'll draw, you will get a corner point. Okay, so if you are using a chamfer feature, then again make it 0. Then only in the next feature you will get a normal rectangle. Okay, the next REC enter. Next is the elevation. So leave that elevation. We are not going to we are not interested in that elevation feature. We'll get a feature that is fillet. In the fillet option, specify the radius 5. Okay, now if I draw a rectangle with the fillet option, REC enter, fillet. See the difference, right? In the chamfer, what was happening? There was an inclined line, whereas in the fillet you are getting a radius of 5 millimeter. So this is the fillet. So in that, suppose if you want to make fillet, right? So F enter, make it 0, enter. Okay, and you can draw again normal rectangle. Okay. So the same features are also available here in the modify. You can see the chamfer and fillet option is available. So no need to worry. If you can draw a normal rectangle, then we can make it, we can give fillet to it. Okay, under the rectangle, there is one more feature available, that is the polygon. So now if I want to draw a polygon, let us remove this. Yes, delete. Okay, this rectangle will use for polygon now. So click on polygon. So you can see the command line. What it is given in the command line, polyline, enter the number of sides. So suppose if I want to draw square, 4 sides, triangle 3, pentagon 5, right, hexagon 6, you have to enter number of sides. So let us draw side pentagon. Then it will say center for polygon. So this is my center for polygon. Then you have to draw inscribed in the circle or circumscribed about the circle. So what will be the method? So I'll say first inscribed, let it be inscribed. Then how much is the radius? I'll say 50. Okay, so 50 is the circle. So this is the hexagon drawn 6 sides, which is inscribed in the circle. Now how to check that? C enter, right? You can specify the radius. One second. I'll show you the difference. C enter, circle and center point, 50 radius. Okay. Now I want to draw polygon in this. So I'll use polygon option, right? Number of sides 6, let it be. Specify the center. This is the center. Inscribed. And how much is the radius? I'll say 50. So you can see this polygon is inscribed in the circle. Now same. Okay, I'll delete this or let it be like that only. I'll draw another circle. C enter. Okay, and again I'll specify the radius of 50. Okay, and then again I'll use the polygon option. Specify the center. Number of sides, let it be 6. And then I'll say circumscribe. Then what happens? See how much radius? 50. So you can see the difference in this. The first one was inscribed and second was the circumscribed. Means inscribed means we can draw a polygon inside a circle, and this is the polygon outside the circle considering same radius. So this is the difference in that two, inscribed and circumscribed. Okay, so we have drawn hexagon. Now suppose if I want to draw a pentagon, yes, you can draw number of sides of a pentagon are 5. Okay, then instead of giving a radius, I know the edge length. How much is that edge? 50 millimeter. Let it be 50 millimeter. Once again, polygon, number of sides 5, edge, so you have to type E, enter, edge, specify the first point, and the second point you can specify, so you will get whatever the distance you want. Again, I'll show you polygon, number of sides 5, enter, then E, enter, edge, first point of the edge, and then you can set the second point of 50 millimeter. Okay, so you will get a pentagon of side 50 millimeter. Is that clear? So you can draw triangle. If you want to draw triangle, then 3 sides, right? First point inscribed, I'll say, right? You will get the equilateral triangle in that. So you can draw square also using polygon, 4 sides, okay, inscribed. 1 second, battery is running low. Okay, so you can draw square of given size. Is that clear? Any difficulty up to here? Yes?
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
So I guess today you can practice these features: line, polyline, circle, arc, then rectangle, polygon, ellipse, and hatching. We are not going to see this now. Whenever it is required in drawing, that time we are going to practice ellipse and hatching, because in orthographic view we are going to use this hatch feature. So that time we'll learn, because now we don't have the application, but I'll show you the hatch feature. Okay, hatching is nothing but you click on that feature. Okay, then it will take some time because it loads. So then it says pick the point. Till the command has not been loaded. Okay. Hatching, it takes some time. So you can see now the completely the feature has been changed. Okay, now it say pick a point. So I'll pick a point here. Okay, and then what will be the hatching pattern? So I will say ANSI 31. Okay, this is the hatching pattern which I am selecting, and scale I'll say 25. Okay, so you can see I'll get the hatching. Now there are n number of patterns available. Suppose if I want a brick pattern, okay, with scale of 100, right? Brick pattern with scale of 100. I'll just increase it. You can change that, whatever point you want, you can keep as per your choice. See here, the hatching has been done. Okay, so you can reduce that scale. I'll say 500. Okay, and now I'll say 250 hatching pattern, and then you can just click close creation. So you will get a hatch pattern there. Initially it will take some time. Okay, so this is the hatching which has been done. So at different features you can use this hatching option. Okay. Okay, this was regarding the draw toolbar. This much features are available in the draw toolbar. You have to practice these features. Now one by one, you can start practicing. I'll keep the meeting on. So 1 hour I have taught you. Now 1 hour you are going to practice. If you have any difficulty, I will be available here to help you out. Okay. So one by one, let me check your screen, whether what you are exactly doing. How many of them are using laptops now?
Sir, I am
Me.
using laptop.
Okay, okay. Those who
I'm
are
also.
using laptop, I'll just go one by one. I'll check their screen. Okay, you can share your screen and you can. Okay, you can start practicing first. Those who have log in with the help of phone, you can start the laptop now. At least 45 minutes you have to practice this AutoCAD. Is that clear?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
And those who don't have laptop, I'll just record their numbers so that those who have laptops start practicing. Okay, today I guess 100% attendance is there. Wonderful. Who is roll number 6? यहाँ पे सब लोग मीटिंग में दिख रहे हैं, लेकिन ये 6 क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है?
सर वो रोल नंबर 6 का कुछ रोल नंबर चेंज हुआ है इस सेमेस्टर।
क्या है उसका रोल नंबर? वैष्णवी रोल नंबर 6 नहीं अवेलेबल है। कहाँ पे? 5 है, 6 है। 6 नहीं है, 7 है डायरेक्टली। One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 absent, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, how many of them are using ERP and facing difficulty in ERP?
सर इसमें इंजीनियरिंग ग्राफिक्स में एब्सेंट मार्क हो रहा है।
हाँ, मैं चेक करता हूँ अभी। जो किसी का क्वेरीज है ना ERP रिलेटेड, वो भी मैं अभी क्लियर करता हूँ। Let me, okay, my screen is visible, right? So I'll check what is exactly is happening.